This is Inquisam, and I am back in DayZ business. Today I will show you a server which has the greatest bases that I've ever seen, and I am inviting you to join and help me raid all of these. Watch this.
When justice strikes,
Welcome, base friends. I finally got around making another video. I'm back to DayZ since the last patch, but now this one, the 1.14, is just amazing. And the first few bases where I'm still wearing the gas mask is from the last patch, but I just put it in there to show you the locations and what people are building on this server. And now, when we have the new patch, we got the wipe. But I don't know who these people are. They are building humongous bases on this server, so please join me on the server and help me raid those bases. I'm going to show you all the locations and all the bases that I found so far. The server's name will be put in the description of the video, so you can find it there. Just type it in your server browser on DayZ and join. So to make this video more interesting, I also put some kills in between the bases. I hope you like those. This is a base in Dubrovka. A little barn which people use. Of course, many bases have already been raided, but as you can see here in Star Yar, this was a really good base. It was under construction, not rated yet. And also this was we called it the truck base because they had a truck inside which was at one point on the roof. So we forced our way in. As you saw, it's a little dangerous with the grenades. It somehow killed me even though I was far away already. I assumed the people who built that base are the same people who build the other insane bases on that server. I cannot explain it otherwise. I don't know where they take the time or the materials from, but those bases are just sick. Just look at the amount of loot which is laying around. Of course, some is laying on the ground because the grenades and the firing of the guns destroyed some of the tents and the constructions. But if you see how much stuff they have, when you raid a lot, you will also encounter a lot of bandits. You always recognize them on their sneaky behavior or wearing helmets. It's always the same kind of people. But in the end, justice strikes, they die. This here is another mega base that we found in Chernogorsk. And I cannot explain why they built it this way or what they were thinking. But it looks so weird, as if they had constructed some stables. If you look at this, why would they do that? Just to prevent people to come in? I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but obviously it did not work, no matter how much effort people put in.
Ja, dass man jetzt ja leicht reinkommt, wie die in der Ding auch oben. So.
Wo seid ihr? Unten vorm Haus. Hier ist ein Zombie. Was schießt ihr denn?
And this is in Dubki. Some people are building something, and when we went there in the evening, we hardly couldn't believe our eyes. It's a base constructed entirely out of watchtowers. We were never able to raid this because at that time we paused DayZ again for a while. This was one of the last bases we found in the last patch before we started again. But it was really big and probably almost unconquerable. It was so impressive. It was amazing. So of course we try to get around, do our police business everywhere. So this is the pioneer camp south of Novi Sobor. We shot him one, but after we shot him we found that he was also building something. So we went there again, and of course we killed him again, and right in that moment where they had the gate open, so we didn't have to break in violently, we could just walk in, which was really nice. There was not too much to loot for us. It was more like a survivor base where they built, had some vegetables and stuff. The gear was not so great, but I think the idea and the size of the base was pretty nice. We really enjoyed that one. But of course the location was not very hidden, right in the center of the map where everybody passes by. I guess we killed them several times. Of course, at Viber military There's always some action. If you need some live action, go to Viber Military. You will find people there. It's a lot of fun. Usually they try to kill you, but
4 Leichen müssen da liegen. Ich, Norman und 3 Gegner. 5 Leichen.
you just have to be fast. That's all.
Ja.
A lot of dead bodies here.
Ein Schuss habe ich gebraucht.
This is the castle close to the south of the Northwest Airfield.
Jetzt doch offen. Oh Gott, das ist komplett zerstört.
I found that in the castles almost every time there
Vielleicht hätten
are
wir
some
das ein bisschen
bases.
einteilen.
Ein Haus?
So check out the castles. And be aware of people sneaking up on
Welche
you.
Richtung?
This guy tried to get us from behind, but
Yeah.
then we went around him. And yeah, normally if people talk, we let them live. But if they have no microphone, or if they just don't want to talk to us, then things happen. And this is another monstrosity. I call it the mother of all bases. It's built in Kamensk, on top of the gas station. And I had to go eat something. And when I came back, I saw these two guys trying to break in. But I guess those were the Chuckle brothers. I did stop them from breaking in for now, but not for long. When I got there later, someone, maybe them guys, already had been in there, taken everything. Everything. But the base itself is
Oh, ich glaube, ich stieg raus.
actually it's still intact. Even today. If you want this base, just go there, build a gate, put a lock on. It's at the gas station in Kamensk. This is in
Ich hab ein
Cherno,
zweites Schuss.
where some bandits had a big meeting at the tank statue. Eventually they were 4, but you'll only see 2
Nein,
of
ich
them.
bin bei der Tankstelle.
And then we had a fun guy on the roof in Berezino. And yeah, after we found the mother of all bases, we saw this mega thing. I don't even have words for that. That is truly the biggest legitimate built base that I have seen in DayZ. This is just, I don't know, a mixture between sick and insane. They had so much loot in there. It's just unbelievable.
Okay.
And they also had 3 tripwire grenades in there. That's why we had to respawn without gear. And this is the reason why we look like that now. Because we had to return as fresh spawns. But this base, it was amazing. It was only guarded by 1 gate, which we blew open.
Ich lauf ganz geduckt.
And then we were in. They have everything. Everything. Like, we went there already a couple of times and gear up ourselves. It's at the very end of the map. The very bottom and the very left.
Also hier sind Schuhe drin.
Like, the corner of the map. I guess that was their major protection, because not many people are going there. At least not frequently, because it's really far away and normally nothing is in this bottom left corner of the map. So that made them comfortable to pull in
Ja.
a truck fully loaded, tents,
Mamaska.
these crates. It was crazy what they had.
Tomaten. Alter.
At least they had a lot of NBC gear, which allowed us to go to the forbidden zones ourselves then, and we loaded up on AKs and even got an M4 and a few golden Desert Eagles, which we gladly use. Thank you guys, whoever built
Achso,
that.
das habe ich alles eingepackt. Alles ist getrocknet. Oh, noch eine M4, eine ruinierte.
So all in all,
Ja.
this was
Hinzu.
worthwhile the trip, I'd say.
Ja, wir lassen das jetzt so liegen und zwischen jetzt ab hier.
And there's another base in one of the castles. And here I found something right on the most western side of the map, about in the middle. on the very west border. Few tents, few cars. They had a lot of these filters that we need in the gas zones. I took a lot, but I guess they have driven their stuff away.
Der hat eine Jacke, schießt ihm
Can
in
you
die Beine.
talk? Hello. If you don't talk, we kill you.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
We need the jacket. You have to drop the jacket, then you can live.
You can get me a nice T-shirt if you want.
Willst du probieren?
Noch ein Schalldämpfer.
The gas zones are pretty cool.
Ja.
We found.
Ist diese Streitkräfte?
Got the night vision. A lot of MP5s. And eventually got the M4.
Hast du eine?
Da war was, ja.
This was close to Tizzy. Something in the forest.
Ja.
Ja, der kommt,
der kommt.
Oh boy. I don't know how you're gonna survive that when you're alone. I'm really glad that we have been 3 of us. Here we're blowing up another base we found just in the middle of nowhere. The grenades they weren't enough, so we had to shoot in ourselves with the rest. And then we're in.
Ja.
Very nice base.
Der heißt nur Schmutz. Oh nee, AWC sagt man.
But sometimes we rebuild the doors and put the locks back on, so we just know the code. And whenever we need something, we take it and leave the rest for them guys. I don't see a reason to throw everything on the floor and let it go bad every
Nehmen wir
time.
mal das Weapon Cleaning mit.
Doesn't make sense. I'd rather have some bases where I know I can go to when I need something on the way. So I'll leave it. And people are not only building bases in the forest or in other buildings, they're also doing it in the apartment buildings in Cherno or in the surrounding areas. This was a 4-digit lock. It took me over an hour to get through it, but eventually I got in. It was nothing super fancy, but still some crates, some barrels, and even a tent they had.
Aber
So,
wirklich
and
viele
this
Zelte.
is the new mission I want to introduce to you. It's in Berezino.
Das ist
right
das,
at
das
the
ist die
harbor.
Megabase.
It's the actual the mega base which is online right now. It's there today. So please don't kill yourself. Join me on the server. Go to Berezino. Help me break into
Der war ein
the
König, ja.
super base
Charakter ohne Witz.
and get all the loot. They're defending it. Yesterday we had to kill 2 fully geared guys, which I forgot
that's
to
a pussy.
record, but there's action in Berezino. So
Batman.
please join the server, watch my other videos, join my Steam group, and subscribe to my channel. See you on the
Leg mich
battlefield.
nach, Mann.